Had a pretty good day training today. Did a lot of variety of moves, a lot of the skills I like to practice. This is my favorite way to practice. The one flare is looking good. I've not really been able to do two flares. I've done it before, but I don't know really how to do it again, unfortunately. I think I found the new way of doing the in and outs here, of kind of kicking at the end. And if you listen carefully on that last one, I heard like a pop. That was somewhere in my arm, but my arms and wrists are pretty strong. And I think that's probably the way I'm going to be doing the in and outs to progress it a little bit. Here is a bit of a movement flow using the legs. I did this one and then another similar kind of movement flow like this later. So I got some nice weather here. Been enjoying that. Making the training. I'd rather train in the summer, to be honest, or the winter. But fall is nice. The leaves kind of get in the way, in my opinion. They are pretty though. And just enjoying it might be its own reward. As, sometimes when I do this training, I wonder if I'm just wasting my time, just creating like the biggest waste of time, waste of energy, waste of life possible. It kind of feels like, not all the time, but sometimes that I'm just building up a very strong, resilient, and sharp spear that, might just in the end be getting thrown away. It's a pretty important philosophical point about, what makes a good life, what makes a life well lived. You can live a whole life and, everyone thinks it's really great. Everyone thinks that you're the man, you're the lady that is, live the best life, accomplish so much. But if the liver thinks it's a waste of time, which opinion really holds through? Is it your own life you live or the opinion of the masses? But this is probably just one of the down points where sometimes I think I'm wasting my time, but you just gotta stick through it, even though sometimes you might not feel like you're making any sort of progress. So I did about the most that I could handle for my work capacity here. I reached, my hips right now are pretty fatigued. So once one of my prime movers are done, that's how you know you've reached the kind of the hard limit for when you're training every single day. I don't really like to train so hard one day that the next day I am out of capacity. I feel that this way allows, in the long run, the most accumulation of good training and good skills accumulation, quality of movement accumulation. So don't forget to do your squats here. Really bend the legs all the way. One of the most important human movements that I think there are. Maybe the most important movement. Besides walking and standing or lying down. So if you made it this far in the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help out. Almost at 1,000 subscribers, where I would get some YouTube benefits. So I'm starting to address, I've been addressing the shoulder problem I had. I just been doing the bridges slower, doing some more hanging, and it's starting to feel better. And the shoulder windmill, very important. I have a solid video put out on my best moves for the shoulder, and just including hanging into there is very important for aligning the spine, getting the shoulders resilient, and kind of seeking some balance. Speaking of balance, here's a little bit of hand balancing. My hand balancing today was kind of off, not gonna lie. Here I do some hops, which are quite nice. And at the end of today, I didn't do the splits, which I'm glad I didn't. But I did do a middle splits exercise here. And after that, I do the bridge, and I did it very slowly, very methodically, so that I could address some of the weakness I had in my left shoulder here. Did a nice warm-up. Normally, I would do quite a more advanced entry into the bridge, and I think that's where my problems are starting to come from. That I think I'm jumping the gun on the mastery. I haven't really mastered the movement, but I'm treating it like I've mastered it. So I'm just doing a very basic entry from the head, then straighten the arms. And this is where I'm starting to feel a niceness in the shoulders and the arms when I do it like this. So do the bridge if you're able to. Very important movement to really advance throughout your fitness journey. Do it against the wall if you can't quite do it yet on the floor. And get after it. So this move right here really stretches out my back quite nicely. I haven't really been able to really get a good stretch in the pancake position. I think I really need to do the middle splits in order to progress this. But I do get some, well, not even good, but I can't really seem to make progress in the pike position from the pike position itself, like this right here. This position just feels like too intense for me to really do. I do it because I'm not really sure what to do else. I do the Hindu push-ups, but I wanted something a little easier for this moment in time. So I just struggled it out. It was very painful to do the pike, but I did it anyways. And this here butterfly stretch is another good one for the middle splits that I've been seeing some good progress in. So don't forget to get your own movement in. Any movement's improvement. Bye-bye.